Well, Drew McIntyre probably didn't feel too powerful after Monday's Raw, and tonight was the tease of the rebuttal, and we would eventually get the rebuttal, but boy, do we have some stuff to get through. Drew starts the show, and he gets jumped by Cody, and they're separated by officials, and it's huffing and puffing Cody promo mode as he gets onto the mic.
Boy, was this ever
this is
a
one
Cody
for the
promo.
annals of time.
Oh,
Cody
my goodness.
warns that things will never be the same after you eliminated me. And he says, for the first time in good conscience, I cannot point at that WrestleMania sign. Oh, man. My heart broke. This poor man can't point to the sign in good conscience because he doesn't have a match for WrestleMania. I really hope he gets booked. He says, everyone knows what I mean to WrestleMania. And they said it would be a measuring contest. Can't get too filthy here on the USA Network. And he said, they're glad it's not a blank measuring contest because I wasn't given the nickname Raheem for no reason. Now, let's do a little Cody history lesson here. You're right. He was not given the nickname Raheem for no reason. He was given the nickname Raheem because he cut one of the most out of touch promos in recent history for a pro wrestler in 2021 for a match with Anthony Ogogo, where Cody somehow tied in this match on pay-per-view with the birth of his daughter to the elimination of racism. And that is how he acquired the nickname Raheem.
Sure.
And somehow he has turned this into, I've got a big dick.
Which I thought was an awesome way of turning that into this line. I mean, this is a very self-aware Cody Rhodes promo. And I thought this was the type of Cody Rhodes promo that told you that they don't really have any plans of turning this guy heel anytime soon, because a heel would not cut such a promo that is he's bragging about his dick size in a really, really funny way that references, what is now a bit of a meme, attached to him coming off of that Go promo. And I just thought this was not the type of Boy Scouty type of speech that you would expect from Cody that has maybe at this point kind of turned a section of the audience on him. This is the type of Cody promo that makes you want to cheer for this guy, because I thought this was an awesome line.
We had very different takes about this. I found this very cringeworthy myself.
You didn't like this line. Why? Simply what? Because you thought it was hiding from the Agogo thing?
Not so much hiding from the Agogo thing. I mean, it is quite the interpretation of the origin story of this nickname.
He's just trying to. He knows why people call him Raheem, or in our NWA podcast friend's case, Devontae, which I kind of like more than Raheem, but okay, whatever. He's aware. He's just kind of joking about it, or at least using it to support his promo in a fun way.
Well, I will say that Cody's attempt here during Black History Month, I don't know if it quite landed with me, but we will let the people be the judges here of Cody and whatever he's packing.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
If this was another era of WWE, we would be getting a dick measuring contest in the lead up to WrestleMania. That could replace the contract signing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they could have built WrestleMania around that, I'm sure. At some point.
The only promo that you're going to hear, dick measuring contest, pointing to the WrestleMania sign, Raheem, and then name dropping Manny Fernandez and Arn Anderson, who were apparently fighting in the waiting room because Cody was born down the street here in Charlotte. And that Drew's shame is going to be his downfall because you're not going to make it to WrestleMania, which would kind of leave Cody with fewer options for WrestleMania. He should hope that Drew is going to make it to WrestleMania because, I mean, it's looking a lot less attractive on the SmackDown side if you don't have Drew to be your partner at WrestleMania.
Well, I guess he'd want to face somebody else at WrestleMania.
Anyone. Could be him and Trick Williams.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. But number one, I mean, again, I love the Raheem line. You did not. What do you think? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you thought. I also thought it was significant that he was, obviously the first person here, Drew later on, but here the first person to throw some shade at Punk and Roman here. And I'm really glad they're solidifying this because we're now learning that the actual feud of this year's WrestleMania isn't necessarily Roman versus Punk. It's not even Cody versus Drew. It's Roman and Punk versus Cody and Drew to contest which match will be the bigger match. And I think we all know what that's going to be. It's going to be Punk and Roman. But by simply framing this as hey, our WrestleMania main event is bigger than your WrestleMania event, it at least adds a bit of a sort of relevance to Cody versus Drew that, in being able to at least put it in the same conversation as Punk and Reigns in terms of grandeur, even if it may not live up to it, lifts up Cody and Drew, and I would say kind of like draws interest in both main events as a result. It just adds a different layer, like a different sort of metafictional fourth wall breaking type of layer to both WrestleMania main events that I'm certainly in favor of. And of course, I think this might be something Unreal will probably, hit on even that much harder.
Well, Roman and CM Punk, it just so happens that I saw the Netflix engagement report, and it tells me that viewers have gone down while SmackDown has been the recipient of the Dash in Cody Rhodes survey.
Ooh, brilliant. Excellent.
An AEW Cody promo about the metrics of Netflix numbers. That would be something to behold in this lead up. Drew finally returns, and what a return this was. He's on the desk. Cody and Fatu, he says, should be banned from the qualifying matches for attacking me like cowards. I crushed Sammy's dreams, and then he addresses Monday night. When it comes to CM Punk and Roman Reigns, I was disappointed. They came off insecure, but worst, they tried to make this brand and title feel second rate. And I called it a declaration of war, and it is to this locker room. I was never part-time. I was here when the world shut down. This title is the title that Bruno held, and Hogan, Brett, Shawn, not Dusty Rhodes, Austin, Rock, Hunter, and you're a liar if you don't believe this is the top title. I mean, this is doing some creative lineage with the way these belts have been mixed and matched and such, but sure.
Is it not the lineage? It's still the lineage.
I feel we have put these titles together. We have broken them up. We've had different names for them.
Yes, but the dominant lineage that still remains is the Bruno one.
Okay, I guess they've had lineage issues almost to the New Japan degree, but sure, yeah. we will assign this the legacy belt. He understands why Reigns chose to face Fragile Phil, whose career could end with one more fall. And while you boys are out aura farming, I've got contenders clawing in the Elimination Chamber for a shot at the real belt. This was a complete babyface promo from Drew. Yeah. And you know what? It was kind of warranted after Monday. I think you had to do something here like this.
Of course.
Because, man, it was funny because they did a big video package recapping Monday's promo. Yeah. And it basically was left to like surveying the crowd. Do you want Drew or do you want Punk? No reference of this is the best show. None of the burial of Drew and stuff. Like sometimes if you want to see like how much of a promo were they on board with, you watch the video package afterwards and you see like what is the story we want to tell here.
So yes, but I also think you're operating with a company that like wants you to think that what what Reigns and Punk said and what Drew's saying here is not what they want. They want you to think that they're going not off script, but at least like saying things that you shouldn't be hearing, John, because it's they're shooting or at least like just giving you that sense, right? And we know like having it recap to us in a video package all but kind of confirms that this is what the company wants, right? They kind of want that added element of like you're not supposed to hear this or like we don't support this, right? So I feel like that could even be intentional, them omitting all that.
I think there's a way to invoke all of this, but I would argue that Monday it was like to what end? I thought that it
to the really end of driving interest in both main events at WrestleMania, because it's very clear from this promo and from the Cody promo and from the Monday promo that they're building this Raw versus SmackDown rivalry to see who could have the hotter main event, and ultimately that'll benefit both of them, benefit both nights of WrestleMania.
Well, I was glad that they had this segment for sure.
Well, it seems intentional to me that they're trying to build that up.
February on the Post Wrestling Cafe, we continue our review of Season 2 of WWE Unreal, including a big look at Seth Rollins' fake injury, which culminated in his appearance at SummerSlam. We're going to be looking back at Shinya Hashimoto with a special career retrospective on Rewind Away, plus a review of Extreme Rules 2011 as John Cena announces to the WWE audience that Osama bin Laden has been compromised to a permanent end. We'll also take a look at New Beginning in Osaka, TNA No Surrender, and new members can take advantage of a 7-day free trial. Go to postwrestlingcafe.com and jump on board in February.